こんばんは。声聞こえてますでしょうか？よろしいですか？あれ、もう始まる？ちょっと待って。はい。じゃあ行きますね。ここから司会進行 UFO でお届けいたします。よろしくお願いします。
Well, hi there,
次
everybody.
のゲームが、最に駆け足になりますが、
I'm
次はルー
LMMotoss,
ム
and I'm here with
2%
Moonblaze
と
Wolf,
な
who's going
り
to help
ま
me
す。
commentate this Loom run.
ちょっと待って、まだ
Hey, good morning, everybody.
本気の方タイトルが変わってないですが、ゲーム画面明らかにバイオ
So,
じゃな
the
いの
first thing
で、
to know about this game
ルーム
is
っ
3
てことでい
difficulty
いですよ
levels.
ね、
We're
お
going
そ
to
ら
choose
く。
expert because we're
はい、
experts.
変わり
It
ました
doesn't
ね。
change
はい。
anything except how the songs work. But
こちら、 なんだ
please
ろう、
choose your
ル
skill
ー
level.
カ
So, long
ス、
story short, the
ルー
timer
カ
is
ス
going
フィ
to
ルム
start
の
when I
関
click
連
on
会社で作って
expert.
たの、ルー
And
カスアーツで作ってた
yeah,
グ
there we
ラフィ
go.
ックアドベンチャーってことでいいの
Let's
かな？
start.
軽く調べるとなん
And
かそういう
I
のが
need
出てきたん
everybody
で
to
す
do
が、
a very important thing, which is wish
私もちょっと
Bob
わ
and
からない
Fred
の
there,
で、
who's our
現在
main
解
character
説の方
here,
もい
a
らっしゃい
happy
ません。も
birthday.
しこのゲー
Because
ム
in
わかるっ
fact,
て
his
方いらっしゃい
birthday
ま
the
したら、
entire game.
ね、チャット欄ででも、こちら来ていただいてでも結構ですので、ご協力お願いいたします。
He will not have a great birthday, but we'll try to make it up to him.
そうですね、開始しますね。
So,
グッ
if
ドラ
you've
ッ
never
ク
seen
で
this
す。
game, it is from 1990,
すいません、
made
ちょ
by
っと
LucasArts in the same engine as some of their more
開始が早かっ
popular
たので、
games,
バタバタし
like
てますが、は
Indiana Jones
い、ここ
and
から
the
ゆっくり
Monkey
見ていき
Island
ましょ
series,
う。
the Scum engine.
なんだろう、宇宙人じゃないな、なんだろう。なんかの部族かなんかですかね。
playing those games, but I never played Loom, so I started running this game
アド
probably
ベ
about a
ンチャー
year
ってこと
ago,
なので、
and
ど
it
こ
was
まで楽しめ
definitely
るかわ
a
かんないで
blast
す
from
け
the
ど。
past for me. And Modas did so much of the work on the speed run, so while we're kind of walking here for a second,
そうで
it's
すね、
just
ローブを
always neat
ま
to
とっ
see it
てるのかな。
again.
Yeah, and as you saw when I was entering here, one of the big problems with speedrunning this game is actually getting Bob into screen transition when you want him to, because sometimes clicking the edge of the screen is not actually where you want to click.
これ、マウ
So
スのカーソルみたいなのが出て
that's
ま
a
すけど、
big
多分こ
problem.
っ
That, along
ち
with
クリックし
miscasts,
て、
are some of
ク
the
リックした
biggest
方向
time
に動
losses
い
in the
てるの
game.
かな、おそらく。
And you end up using songs to
It's
change the world
hideous,
around you in this game, but you
思った
have
よ
to
り重い
learn the
な。
song first. So in that cutscene, we learned how to open things, and we've opened that egg, which had our godmother Hetchel in it.
これが、スーパーファミコンだったっけ？だった
And
かな。
I'm just going to be
そうじゃない
walking for a bit,
PC だっ
so
け？
Silver, if you have any
PC のゲームでしたっ
donations
け？
or
ちょっと待って
announcements to make, this is an amazing time.
No,
これ PC か。
no worries at all. Just as a general reminder, your incentive for the Keep Citadel Death
あ、そうですね、なんか
has
ね、
been met, so we're all good to do
下、
that.
この黒い部分、
Awesome.
画面の下のところになん
To
か
show
楽
off
譜
at
みたい
least
なの
some
が
of the
出
story,
て、
because
そこを
you
操
could
作す
skip
るみ
pretty
たいな
much
話
all
があ
the
ったんですけ
cutscenes
ど、
in this game.
ちょっとまあ、
There's only
俺
a
もちょっ
few
と
that
詳
you
細
can
が
use
僕
in
も
the
分かってないの
cutscenes.
で、まあ、見ながらという感じで
No worries.
お
And
願いでき
also
たら
just
な
another
と。
quick announcement about the other
楽
big war for
器
this
かなん
game.
かなのかな。
We have either save or don't save the shepherds, both of which have no progress as of yet. So if you guys would like to see either the shepherds saved or not
ごぼうではないと思いますね。
saved, do make sure you put your donation towards either of those goals.
So I'm going back up to the starting point now. Why am I doing this, Blaze?
そうですね、クリックした方向に動いて
We
ます
are
ね。
going up here because we need to look at the sky.
基本的にはアドベンチャーゲームということなので、どの辺にある
We
程
need
要素がある
to
のかって
open
感
the
じですけど、
sky,
トマイト
which
ヘル
is
ツ。
doing this a little bit out of order.
はいか、今文章見えなかっ
Presumably
た。
from how you would do this if you were playing the game casually, because it doesn't
何
make
か
a lot
役
of
立ち
sense
そう
what
だ
just
みたいな
happened
話だ
there,
ったか
but
な。
we basically blew up that tree, and we're going to use
今
that to
木
move
を
to the next area
取った
in
のか
just a
な。
few minutes, but we have some more stuff that we still need to do in this part of the
そうで
map.
すね。木が消えましたね。
Yeah, so the game stops you from progressing
なんか
by
左の方
limiting
戻
what
ってい
notes you
き
can
ます。
use
次
on
の
your
目
disc
的地
stack,
が
which is that
左
stack
上
at the
の
bottom
と
of
ころ
the
か
screen.
な。これなんだ
I
ろ
only know
う、森
4
か何
notes
か
right
か
now,
な。
and you have to learn the F note in order to progress past a tornado later. So they basically make you do a bunch of tasks on this island in order
あ、
to
魔
learn the
法
F
の
note,
杖みたい
basically
な
to
ので音
ensure
楽
that
を
you
演奏
know
しいろんなことをする。なるほ
spells
ど、な
that
る
you
ほ
will
ど。
need later, that
な
you've
んか
seen
こ
them.
の 下に表示されてるのが杖なんで
There's
す
no
か
way
ね。
in game to see what they are,
あ、
which is where the randomness comes in. There's actually no randomness in this game.
何がアウチだっ
I'm about
た
to
んだ
figure
ろ
out what the entire spell list of the game
う。いや、
is.
左側墓かなんかだった。There's an owl in there. 中にフクロウがいるよ。
So, by this night vision
フクロウ
sequence,
でいいんだっけ、アウルって。
I know that we're on song set 2, and therefore I know all the rest of the inputs that I'm going to need for the rest of the game. We do have to click certain things because you still have to learn it, even though I know, like in my brain, what it is. You still have to learn it in the game. But I can skip
あ、
all the
演奏して
cutscenes
る
where
か。
it would have
All the
shown you them.
holes are full な。どの穴
There's
も
another screen transition. That's
いっ
weird
ぱい
you
だよ。
saw. I was all the way out of the screen and I still didn't go anywhere.
Just bobbing things.
今ぐらいの
Bobbin's got some
文章
tough
量
handling
と、
sometimes.
まあ、難易度の英語だっ
But
た
yeah,
ら
as
軽
Modas
く読め
mentioned,
ますけ
there's
ど。
4 draft lists that you could possibly get in the game.
どう
I
か
don't
な。
know which one you prefer. I actually really like draft list 2, so good
Oh, I
job
do as well.
getting that one.
It's definitely
こ
one
れ
of
は
my
テント
favorites
の
probably
なんか、
2 and my least favorite's
なんか
probably 3.
何してんだろう。赤く光ってますね。
But that's just
Have we
it
got-
just comes up to preference.
Have we got time for a quick donation?
Oh sure.
お、これは
No
なんだろう。
problem. We
まあ
have
歯車みたいなのは。
$5 coming in from Sanjark.
Wee.
He says, "Kill the animal." Wait. I mean, the shepherds. Kill the shepherds.
Enjoyable.
And
一つ麦木。
I assume
Hi.
that was put towards
Gold.
killing
金
the
ですね。
shepherds. So
金
let's
財
do
宝。
that.
So what I just did there is something that we're going to use throughout the game, which is if a spell does an action, you can reverse it and it will do the reverse of that action. So I changed the straw to gold.
ああ、
I changed
な
the
るほ
gold
ど。
to
ル
straw
ームがオ
basically
リ
by
ッ
playing
キ
the
ーだから、
spell
あ、じゃあ
that
さ
it
っき
taught
の
me
も
backwards.
そうなのかな。これは何でしょう。ダイポット。
And there's a
染
few spells like
料
that
を入
that
れ
we're
た壺
gonna,
ってこと
or
かな。
Modas is gonna use throughout the run. Another one that we'll get later is twist and untwist.
火。
And just to confirm that donation that was right before didn't go towards Don't Save the Shepherds, so that is in the lead with $5.
It's heating up. This is me learning the F note. That's why I
さ
needed
カラー
to
チェ
dye
ンジ。
those
色が変わっ
clothes.
た。
And Bobbin hates the color green, but this dye spell only dyes things green. So that's really too bad for him.
な
We don't
んでし
actually
ょう
use the
ね。
dye spell in any of the game. It's used for some optional stuff. But we do have to
断
learn
片
it
的に
anyways.
文章が出てくるし、それは読めるんですけど、いわゆる目的がはっきり伝わってこないので。
Oh, yes,
結
to dye the sheep. That's right.
構海外だと知名度がある
We'll see that
ゲームっぽい
One of the better
話が書いて
meme
る
moments
記
of
事
the
が
game,
ね、
I'd say.
あるんですけど、
Yeah, for those watching, you may
こち
have
らではあ
noticed,
まり馴染みがないの
there
で、
isn't really any music in this game. The
なんだろう、
VGA
木に乗りま
version,
したね。
which is what Modas is playing, it's also the
こ
same
んな
version
風に
that
沈
I
没しちゃう
speedrun.
と思いますけど、
You get all of the dialogue, but the
竜
games
巻
were
の
so
方
small
向
back
に
then, they
向かっていき
basically
ま
had to
す。
choose between music and
間違い
dialogue.
な
So there's
く
only
沈む
a
と
few
思いま
moments
す
in
け
the
ど
game
ね。
where there's music, and that's pretty great. I would
Actually,
honestly rather
that's
play the
close
version with all
enough.
the cool
十分
the
十分
jokes
な
and
近さ
stuff
になっ
all
た
spoken
な。
like this myself.
Yeah, I agree. It makes some scenes like
サ
kind
メ
of
は
weird because you can
出ないと思い
tell
ますよね。
there were long sequences where there was supposed to be
ああ、
music
竜巻聞い
and
た。
there's no
す
dialogue.
ごい。
But the Bobbin's so cheeky. You gotta
なん
you
か
gotta keep
魔
that
法
voice
を
in.
唱えてるのかな。
And some of the other voices are just
なんか上陸
fantastic
しま
as
したね。
well. And I'm sure we'll hear some pieces of some of them, and thanks to some of your donations, I know we're going to be watching
次
at least a
は、
few
これなん
cutscenes
だろう、
later.
花が咲いて
That
るの
would
か
be
な。
nice.
なんだろう。
You might think
森かな、
like
ま
I'm
た。
doing nothing here,
の方
but
向に進んでい
actually
きます。
I'm gonna learn these shepherds turn visible, and that gives you the invisibility, the knowledge of the invisibility draft. So which I need.
同
So I
じ
came
よう
in
な
here
杖持った
just
人
to
たち
learn
は。
that, and then I need to go
あ、そっち
somewhere
は。
else so that I can
Come
get
on,
past
lad.
those shepherds
He's
later.
hard enough. あー、ちょっと
It
見え
also
方。
gives you the knowledge that shepherds are jerks. So good job, folks who are donating towards killing the shepherds.
なんでしょうね。
That was a bad choice. They're a bunch of bullies.
Yeah, that's what the whole bid war is. These
そうで
shepherds are
す
mean
ね。
and they
スチ
bully
ームには
Bobbin. So
確かあり
the
まし
game
た
lets you
ね。
leave them behind later.
ただ、日本
And
語サポートがなか
you
っ
know,
たから。
they're like some of the few people in the healing scenes that it doesn't make you save for
ス
some
チ
reason.
ームの方で、620円で
Karma's a
販売しており
you know
ます。
It's so true, so true. But like I said, I don't actually have to see that cutscene to know
これは何
what
でしょう
Invis
緑
is
の。
because I already know what it
これは
is since I
集
know we're on
落
spell set
な
2
の
based
か
on
な。
night vision. So these guys won't be able to see
大
me
演
now
奏
when
す
I
る
go up
と
there. We're about to meet the villain of the game, but you're not going to see much of him yet. There he is.
光っ
There
て
he
ますね。
goes.
また知らない人が
Kind
出
of
て
like
き
the
ました
lore
が、
behind this game because this is very it's very like Wizard of Oz
なん
like
か
in
水
here.
晶み
But
たいなのがありま
there's
す
the
ね。
Weavers
あ
Guild,
と
which
今クリッ
is
クしてるこの黄色いのなんだろう。
there's the Glassblowers Guild,
グラスベ
and
ル、
then
ガラス
the
の鐘
Blacksmiths Guild, and they're kind of all making
鳴
up
らし
this
たら何か
world.
起こるのかな。
It's the great age of the guilds, so we're kind of getting a little bit of a
これは
tour
なんだろ
of
う。
the
でっ
introduction
か
to
い
all of
釜
them in Loom. Originally, this game was supposed to be a trilogy, but unfortunately, they never got around to making the second and third games.
Yeah, the basic gist is the guilds are all so good at what they do that they kind of do things that appear to be magic with their skills.
ミネラルドの
Like the
都。
glassblowers here make orbs that can see the future and stuff like that, and the weavers change reality because they're weaving reality.
水晶の
And
中に。
yeah, there was a big war between the guilds
捕まっ
before
た
the
シ
game
ーン
started,
かな。
which was ended
映っ
by
て
the
ます。
weavers
奏
because
者
they
さん
were
も
too
ピースして
powerful
ま
and
す
they
けど、
basically forced an armistice.
これさっき上陸したところのシーン
And
か
I
な。
learned terror there, which is one of the few cutscenes you can't
合ってる
skip
か
in
な。
this game, is learning that. And if you forget it, you have to come all the way back here to look at that orb again. I wish we could stay here and listen to these guys because they have a lot of really hilarious dialogue, but goodbye. Sorry, buddies.
Have we got time for a quick donation?
Oh, of course.
Not a problem at all. We have $8 coming in from 8, who says, "Hoping staff and runners have a great marathon. May everyone go underestimate."
Well, thank you for that. Unfortunately, Bobbin doesn't learn how to run until the end of the game, so it takes a bit to get from the Glassblower City back over here.
で今の緑の建物を出て、また森の方向に向かってるのかな。今回どうなんでしょうね。操作してる風な感じではないですよね。楽器の演奏してるときって。キーボードの音とかもしないですし、マウスのカーソルもずっとゲーム画面上の方に当たってるので。
It's definitely one of the hardest parts of running this game.
Yeah, and it applies to targeting too. Like sometimes you'll click what you're supposed to cast a spell on next, and like Bobbin just doesn't target it. And then when you try to cast, he will say, "Oh, I should point at something first," and it wastes some time there just because you'll know that you actually have something targeted because the name of that thing will appear under the picture of it in the bottom right. But if you wait to see the text, you're already losing time. So sometimes you just get baited a little bit.
またなんか集落がありますね。羊かな？
Hello there.
This is Fleece. She was going to be one of the protagonists of the other games that never happened. And she's bad at using spells, which I guess makes sense because she's not a weaver.
癒しの歌が
And you'll see here, this is the same animation and music as if you failed a spell yourself, so whoops.
I wish I were better with him. The flock is out to pasture. You'll find them there. Go forth, wizard.
Alright, chat, we need you to
そうですね、
prepare
ボ
your
イスしっかり
scream
入って
emotes,
ますね。
your ahs, all of that.
1990年のゲームだったかな、確か。ですけど、7年代でボイスしっかり入ってるとなると、また、少々お待ちくださいね。本家の方、動画が切れちゃいました。少々お待ちください。トラブルかな。すぐ復旧するかな。どうでしょう。
and we'll be back underway shortly.
先ほどチャット欄の方で次のゲーム別のじゃなかったかなみたいな話があったんですけど、日本語のタイトルが判明したので、直前にちょっと正しく訂正しております。スマートボールって題のゲームがジェリーボーイ。日本語のタイトルがあることが判明しましたので、修正させていただいております。ということですね。ルームに関しましては、ちょっと奏者さんの映像の方が切れちゃったので、一旦、停止と、今再開ですね。再開いたしました。いけるかな？戻ってきましたね。おそらくこのまま再開するかなと思います。なんか、音が入ってないですね。大丈夫かな？向こうの方調整してると思うんですが、
Happened. So many tech issues today. Okay, now we can hear you. Sorry about that.
Oh, everything good. Okay, scream it up. We have the screams coming. As soon as I am
そう
paused.
です
Here we
ね。
go.
おそら
Yes.
くこのままポーズといてゲーム再開すると思います。タイマーも動くかな？はい。再開です。
Maybe the second best character in the game. we're seeing
もし
here,
かしてちょ
Little
っと
Dragon.
シーン飛んじゃったかな？なん
She's
か、
scared of fire.
森に入ろうかとかいうところでしたね。違ったっけ？ドラゴンが出てきてますね。
So we're basically gonna turn her gold into straw, and then we're gonna make her very scared of me, and she's gonna catch it on fire herself.
なんでしょう。ドラゴンの黄金が
That's interesting. I always thought
巣
that
に
it
なりましたね。
was like her biggest
これ
fear
は
was
黄金くれたの
losing
か
all of her
な？
gold, and so it's like an illusion that it's actually on fire. But you're saying it's actually on fire.
Yeah, if you talk to her here, she straight up tells you she's afraid of fire, which is supposed to be your cue to like that's how you get out of here. You can also use an optional draft, sleep draft, to set her to sleep, put her to sleep, and she will accidentally catch it on fire while she's sleeping. He is a cheeky brat too. Dragon is 100% right
結
here.
構ひどいことしますね。
And also remember, she's mad at me. That is going to be important later.
何
We have not heard
Darkness.
the last of her. And
暗いから明るくするのかな？
That is certainly both true facts. So the dragon may be the most honest character in this whole game.
金を燃えるような素材の
Robin
も
may
の
be
に
the
して、
cheekiest
巣
brat
にして
that was ever put in
火
a
をつけ
Lucasfilm game
たの
that
か
you
な？
play
おそら
as.
く。違うかな？なんか
There's all sorts of really awesome
わかんないですけど、
dialogue.
2回魔
There's
法
so
使い
much
ましたね。
optional stuff you can do in this game that we're just not doing because speedrun. And I would definitely... This game is $5 on Steam, so you should pick it up and play it because it's really hilarious a lot of the time. And there's a lot of extra stuff you can do.
は
This
い、
is where my
奥、
personal
階
best
段が
friend's
あり
gonna
ます
die.
ね。
This cave right here. It's
地下に
pretty
繋がって
touchy
るのかな？
about where it wants you to click.
いかにもな怪しい階段ですね。これは自分の周りだけが明るいのかな？
Screams! More screams! Get ready! You can do it, chat.
ひたすら左に、落ちました。落ちて反対側から上がってきましたね。Guess I want to play. 戻ってこれるとは
And
思わ
believe
な
me,
か
I
った
did
な。
actually learn a
いうところ
draft
かな。
there called Reflect, even though I didn't see any of it. Oh, nice graphical
知らな
glitch.
かったですね。違う道進むのかな？
I guess that rock was invisible all along.
螺旋階段になってますね。
Just a little untwist here makes this work, right?
音楽を奏でて、あー、なるほど。道が反対側に
We
繋がり
never
ました
use
ね。
the regular straw to gold. We're always
岩の
using
周り
the
を
straw,
取り
and we
囲
use
んで、螺
untwist
旋
where
状
we
の
move
階
this twist.
段になってた道
Just
が
loom things.
まっすぐ繋がるようになりま
Okay.
した。
Remember, this dragon is mad at me
あ、さっきのドラゴン飛んでますね。
specifically. This is Rusty. Rusty's a nice guy. He's kind of a layabout who works for the blacksmith guild. We are going to do a little bit of identity theft here. Unfortunate.
ここはなんだろう。
So
I'm
first,
sure nothing bad. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to Rusty. It's
definitely nothing bad will happen to Rusty because he's about to look like me. That would never happen.
僕に合う。
He gets to have a birthday.
ラ
He
ス
didn't
テ
even
ィ。
realize.
Yeah, it's Rusty's birthday now. There we go. Okay, goodbye, Rusty.
この音楽
I
で
needed to do that to
目が
get
覚
into
め
the
て。
blacksmith's guild.
お、入れ替わった。
I don't even know if Bobbin knows why he wants in the
入れ
blacksmith's
替わっ
guild,
た。
but here we go.
なんだろう、体を奪ったのかな。
Hello, young nail bender.
And
Young my bender.
the worst screen in the game right here. Enjoy those SFX.
One thing I just wanted to quickly point out, and I can distract everybody from the
パ
pounding
ッチ
for
叩い
just
て
a
ますね。
second. There's a lot of really good resources out there for speedrunning this
何
game.
か打ってるのかな。
Motos has all of his route
要
notes
するに
available.
体
There's
を
also this
借
really
り
cool
て
tool for the
潜入してるとか
draft list,
そう
which
いう
is
と
the
ころかな。
songs that was put together by our mutual friend
体を
Scott
借りる、外見を交換す
where
る。
you can once you determine
まあ
what
その
draft
類
list
の
you're
で、
on,
さっき
you
寝
can
てた
actually choose that and it'll tell
若
you
者の体になって、
either
ラスティって書いてたっけ。
like the actual musical notes,
あ、
or
でも
you
ま
can
た
also
戻り
play
ま
this
したね。
game on your keyboard, so it'll give you a QWERTY version as well.
そう。
So
扉を開け
I
るの
know
か
Motos prefers to play the game on expert mode because he is
な。
an
この杖
expert.
何でも
You
でき
don't
ますね。
actually have to do that. If you play this game in normal mode, it'll actually show you which notes are which when you're playing.
とりあえず杖で音楽を奏でる
There's a
と、
lot of, you know, variations
その状
of this
況
game,
に
so
応じて
it's
都
really
合のいいこと
accessible
が
for anybody
起
who
こって
thinks
ま
it
す
might
ね。
be fun to speedrun as well.
Oh, for sure, for sure. That jail cell actually had a sleeping drought on the straw, which is why I fell asleep.
なん
We
か
have to
緑
listen
色
to
の
this
のが
big
出
long
てきた。
conversation here.
Conversation.
And if I miss the next cast, it's like a big multi-minute time loss. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
ファイナル、ファイナルブレイドと
If
か
we
言っ
had
て
the
る。
music version, you would be missing all this amazing voice acting here. Remember, this game came out in 1990.
なんだろう、剣を作ってるのかな、これ。
And you all did donate to see a big batch of cutscenes that happen after this, so we will not be skipping any until I go outside
どこ
reality,
の
basically.
弟にちょっと似てますけど、まあ色だけなんで。
Close the big war, or are we gonna keep it open?
We can keep it open. That's cool.
Or is just let me know when to close it. And
そう。
right now, don't save the shepherds is still in front.
これがさっき言ってたやつか
$5,
な。
so we'll see how that goes.
You
ファ
can
イナ
save their
ルレー
lives
ト
if
と
you
か言ってま
want.
したけど、
You can. You have the power,
その
chat.
剣を
Even if they are jerks.
どうするんだろ
Even
う。
if they are jerks, you can save them. It is the right thing to do. I'm just saying.
なんか呪いがどうのこうのとか言ってま
This
すね。
guy's the main villain. He's Archbishop Mandible, the trans-ultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics, aka the guild leader of the Guild of Clerics. And he's making a giant army for some unknown reason. Unknown reason.
なんか剣に邪悪なものがつい
Quick
てると
shout
か、
outs to the
そんな話をしてたの
way
か
of
な。
animating talking scenes with like the bobbing heads and like the big mouths. I love it.
で、変なことしたから捕まったってことでいいのかな。捕まってますね。
This totally normal and not evil-looking cathedral.
Am I expected to kneel?
Silence, you impudent punk. This is my assistant.
Kaba's in Monkey Island. He even tries to plug Loom.
And you require no introduction. Your cloak and staff betray your origins. But I must say I'm surprised to find you here. been quite a long time since any weaver bothered to leave that dreary little rock you call home. Loom. So
He's kind of setting up a trap here because he actually wants to learn the open draft from me. Because he needs it for reasons, and I'm gonna oblige him by using it on this cage to get out.
I see.
Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Master?
Please forgive my assistant his eagerness. I fear Cobb is
命乞いをしてくれてるのかな。
He does not understand the dangerous power of a weaver.
Dangerous? Your reverence. Him?
Quite dangerous indeed, my dear Cobb. In fact, he could burst this flimsy iron.
And I kind of get baited into using it.
Second thought.
That's impossible. Most exalted.
Well, it's either that or the
I
instruments of
inspect the
persuasion.
locks
So
personally every fortnight.
True.
Observe and learn, then, for even now your prisoner plans his escape.
So if we had skipped those cutscenes, that's where we would be. There's more to come.
あ、捕まえたけど身ぐるみ剥がしてないんか。この杖持たせてるのは危険な気がするんですけど、自分から出ましたよ。
An elusive breed.
You have a bit of time for a super quick donation?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no worries. We have Sporadic Erratic coming in with $6 who says, I mean, who's gonna look after the
杖がなかったら無能だから、
Is that because
とりあえず取り上げてしまえみたいな話をしたかないわ。
option of save or don't save the shepherds, so
目の前でやるのが
save is
おバカさんですよね。
$6 and don't save is on $5.
We're running out of time too. We got a couple more cutscenes to go, and then it's going to be closed off. So you can determine their fate.
the shepherds
hands,
might.
chat.
Go ahead, Silver. Sorry about that.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, chat and viewers, it's in your hands.
You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag.
So
Yeah,
we
I
see
mean, I
here
guess
that
Chad is feeling very charitable today.
So the plan here. I don't
EST
know
見る
what
限りだ
this
と
guy
そろ
was,
そろ
how
終
this
わりますけ
guy was
ど、
planning to do this if I hadn't literally just fallen into his lap, because he needed both the distaff and the knowledge of the open draft in order to do what he wants, which is basically open the afterlife. I don't know about you, but doesn't seem like a good plan to me.
These kinds of things tend to go poorly.
Final hour is now at hand.
Do we have time for one donation? This is a pretty big one.
Sure.
Mhm.
No worries. So we have $160 coming in.
そうですね、なんか、
Swampcat. Everyone get some hype.
アーミー・オブ・ザ・デッドとかっていう単語があったかな、確
As
か。
promised, $25
ゾンビ軍団、この緑の司祭が杖使って大軍団率いて、世界は俺のものだみたいな話をしてたかな、今。
Okay,
す
well,
ごいざくっとしか読めてないですけど。
Guess that just about settles it then.
we'll probably be saving the shepherds then, but we're not going to be saving Cobb,
で、
unfortunately.
杖取られ
He
た
hit Fs in the chat
から、お前もうそんな危
for
険じゃねえ
Cobb,
し
who's about to、
どうでも
make
いい
a
わ、みたいな
horrific
ことを言
end.
われた、今。
Said not to touch anything.
And just confirming, saving the shepherds is at $166, and don't save is at 5. So it seems very unlikely that don't save will catch up at this point.
この推奨を見て、触ろうとしてないよ。見てただけだよ。
The legends say that to gaze upon an uncloaked weaver brings death.
あ、EST しれっと超えましたね。
I'm given to these superstitions, but I'm curious. Let's answer this one
Let's answer
once and
this
for
one.
all, shall we? No!
発狂した。ん
So,
何したん何したん
Have some quiet, please.
Bobbin's some murderer. I don't, maybe? I don't know if that counts or not. He didn't do it on
Well,
purpose,
he can't say he wasn't.
I mean, he told him not to do it.
but he can't say he wasn't warned. That you cheeky. You just killed a guy and he's cracking jokes about it.
何何もう一回同じことすんのか。
I see Cobb has been lax in his duty. No matter. You're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you're
結
doing.
構邪悪な顔してますね。
Apple's already worn and
あの、
frayed.
マント
You
の
break a
中。
hole in it now, the consequences
フー
will
ド
be
の
beyond
中。
anything you can imagine.
Spare me your weaver mysticism, boy.
Is it
The
mysticism?
time has come when the dead shall no longer envy the living.
And the way he casts it even sounds different. I like that's a really good
おいおい
touch.
おい
Like it's a different instrument.
You've torn the pattern completely open.
And with it, the eyes of the dead.
なんか出てきた。
Behold!
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Who dares disturb the peace of those who sleep?
これ読んじゃいけないものを読んじゃった感じしますね。我が眠りを妨げるものは誰じゃ。
I too have a bad feeling about this.
I definitely do.
Transultimate apostle of the anti-secular
Remember,
conclave of
LucasArts made this game,
clerics.
so that line went in there
Whom
definitely
have I
very
the honor of
deliberately.
summoning?
Don't think I want to be part
And
of this
Bobbin is like,
conversation.
I'm out of here.
Summoning of yours, foolish mortal. I have summoned you.
誰も我を従わせることなどできはしないみたいな話をしてますね。パンドラの箱開けちゃったー
Some of the
って
few
ところ
music
かな。
left in here for the big moments.
As my slave.
奴隷として我に従え
So, that tune that
って言われてます
this
ね。
song is
あ
actually
ー
in the
じゃあ、
booklet that comes with the game.
あっ
It's
ち
the
ゃ
song
ー、
of
殺されちゃっ
unmaking.
た。
That's what it does.
だからしれっと自分だけに言いましたね。
Rip Bishop Mandible. Let's say you were a good one,
ど
but
う
you
いう
weren't.
ことなの？
Okay, let me get my distaff back.
I can't seem to hold on to this thing.
Once again, the guy was just evaporated and Bobbin's cracking jokes. Okay, just to make it official, we are going to close the bid war now for save or not save. And more screams in chat! More screams!
あいえ
Quickly now.
Maybe it might help to point at something.
I have to close all of these portals in order to get the final note that I need to continue, so...
いや、
We're gonna go in
孫
here.
ことなき
We're
あ
gonna
い
maybe
えで
meet
した
some
ね。
people. So remember we said nothing bad would happen to Rusty because he looks like me
さあ、
with
出よう
that
とする
dragon
も、
that's mad.
出口が右側下がっちゃったん
Well,
で、
we skipped the cutscene while we were
左側の
in
出
the
口
forge.
から、
And Rusty's dead. He's dead.
あ、出られましたね。
So we're gonna fix this. We can fix it.
Rusty? Is that you?
Rusty tasted good with ketchup.
So the fact that
ラスティ
the
死んでる。
reality is bust open lets me basically bring people back to life.
体入れ替えられ
Because I can heal their
て、
body, and nothing is stopping their soul
骨に
from
され
coming
て、
back.
かわいそうに。
So Rusty will live now, and he wanders off to be the protagonist
成
in the
仏し
game
たの
that
かな。
never happened. So
あ、また入ってった。
now, what you all been waiting for, the shepherds, are next, and the game would just let you walk in here
ちょ
and
っ
then
と、
walk
自
out
分
without
で、
saving them.
あれ、
I
閉
don't
め
know
てま
why
す
they
ね。
made that decision, but
何なん
they
だろ
made
う。
that decision. So
で、
here they
外出
are.
て、
Um,
はいはい。こっち
apparently
もまた
Fleece
死んでますね。
was a
You are
little bit
too
better
late,
dodging
Freezer.
than the rest of them, so she lived.
来るのが遅いよ。
And because you're all good people, you save the shepherds.
食材な
Can
の
live to
か
bully
な。
another day.
They can live to bully another day, although she does let them know who saved them, so I think probably.
Among legions of dead.
You were
Maybe they
saved by
learned
the
their
mercy
lesson.
of yonder boy. We have not had the chance to thank you properly, wizard. But our memories are long, and we will not forget you soon.
That was gonna be
Hail
important
and
in the next
farewell.
game, but
Come along now.
goodbye,
before the
Fleece,
dead
forever.
ones return to the harvest.
そうですね。
Okay, now the
死んで
next
たよな
portal
って
has a
会話。
guy in it that we've
で、
never met
またこっ
because I
ち戻っ
didn't
て、
do that part of the game, named
ま
Master
た閉じてま
Goodmold,
すね。
and
これ
the
で出
game
口
does
なくな
not
っちゃう
allow
んじ
you
ゃな
to
いかな。
save him. I don't know why. I'm gonna just walk in and walk out to save time, but if you stay there
まあ、スム
and
ー
you
ズ
have a
に、という
conversation
か
with him
まあ、
and he
なん
just
だろう。
dies
ど
and
こで
his
ロス
body
したかよくわか
disappears
んな
for
いけ
some
ど、
unknown reason, they're like,
EST プラ
"Well,
ス
you can
6
save
分
these
ですね、
people,
そろそ
but
ろ
you
ね。
can't save Goodmold. He's whew,
全くわからないですね。
the game just hates him, I guess. I don't know. Well, we don't know him, so we're not even gonna talk. Goodbye.
一回配信止まりましたけど、まあその間タイマーも止まってたので、 それはおそらく、タイマーの時間が長いのには
Alright.
関わってないと思うんですけ
We are
ど、
about to meet. Actually, we didn't even mention the fact that Bobbin was actually brought out of the loom when he was a kid, which is why they didn't teach him anything because they were afraid. But we're gonna meet Bobbin's mom, who was turned into a swan like a long time
さ
ago
て
for
左の
bringing
方
him out of the
に
loom.
進ん
But
で、
we're not gonna meet her because I'm gonna skip the
なんかいる？
cutscene. Sorry, everybody who liked. His mom is named
何？
Signa,
これ？
and she's a swan. So
なんかありますね。
goodbye, mom. We'll see you later.
泉？
And now Bobbin
ア
is
ヒル
about
が
to
泳いで
actually
る
learn
け
how to
ど、
run, which is fantastic, even though I
そっ
only use it
ち
for
を
two
無視し、
strings.
また穴が1個あるので、ここから出るかな。出たら、最初の森のとこ
He's
ろ
so
か
fast
な。
now.
Guys, sorry, go on.
He's so fast now, and this end sequence is very quick. So basically, in all the cutscenes I'm skipping, you are about to learn a whole bunch of stuff, which includes silence,
追っかけてきまし
unmaking,
たね。
and transcendence, which is a spell that lets you shapeshift. But so we unsilence our godmother head. Oops.
I don't think I sponsored right.
It's always the same, so I don't know what I did there, but maybe I wasn't pointing at the right thing.
この死神みたいなのが
That's it.
ついてきますけど、
So she gets unsilenced, she gets shaped, and then she's about to get evaporated as well. But because she gets evaporated, we learn how to unmake things, and we're going to just go ahead and
ビトーのセー
unmake
ブ
this
ザシェ
loom,
パ
which was the
ー。
whole thing that Chaos was coming here to get.
そう
And
で
it's
す
going to
ね。こ
have
のゲーム
some
確か
bad
ありました
consequences.
ね。どれだっけな、ルーム、これか。
Just passing on a question quickly from Tech.
キー
We've
プしたで
been
る
told to
で
ask
す。
how
カッ
much
ツシーン。
approximately is left of the game.
セーブのセーブザシェパーズ。どっちかの、そうですね。
Good timing.
ビット5の部分がもしかしたら時間かかってるかもしれませんね。カットシーンの話してるのがあるので。
Okay, so we just learned the last note that we needed. We've learned this song throughout the game, and it actually,
もう行っちゃうのか。
I remember these four notes from my childhood playing this game. They just stuck with me for some reason.
結局、
And
この主
basically,
人公は何
the
者だったん
timing
で
is
す
going
か
to end when the last note plays on this song. I like his eyes change. And that's time. Cool. That's Loom. You fly away, you nope out to the other side of reality, and let chaos take over. And that's where we leave it, because the
あ、ほら、
sequels were never
EST 伸び
made.
た。
You got 34-46, by
と
the
りあえ
way.
ず終わりましたね。GG です。
Pretty good with the cutscenes.
ちょっとね、アドベンチャーゲームだったんで、全部が全部終えなか
Well,
ったんで
thank
すけ
you
ど。
for having us. Blaze, thanks for coming on and helping me this early in the morning.
Absolutely, it was fun, and I'll see y'all later.
いや、どうだった ?30。
A very entertaining and fantastic run of Loom by LMMotoss.
いや、もともと26で出されてますね。わかんないですけど、まあ、とりあえず、ルーム any% でした。次のゲーム準備ございますので、一旦失礼させていただきます。
Thank you so much to everyone so far who has donated. So we're just over halfway to our goal of $4,000.
Spin the wheel, take a chance, every journey.
This is Midfall Speedball 2020, and we are benefiting the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf. To donate, go to speedrun.com/MWSF2020/donate, or type !donate in the